Beautiful.
Oh, 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 oh. I love seeing you walk into the room, body shining, lighting up the place. And when you talk, this is terrible. I'm not doing a good Master Chief at all, am I?
Keep
Keep
going.
going.
You're going. You're good.
Keep
You're
going.
good. You're good.
Everybody stops. Because they know you know just what you say. And the way that you protect your friends, baby, I respect you for that.
Oh,
And when you grow, you take everyone you love along. I love that shit. That was a love poem from John 117 to his number one Blue Boo, Cortana. It is a song.
clever.
The song is called Halo by Beyonce.
Queen Bee in the house.
Yeah.
There it is.
Buzz, motherfuckers. That's what I gotta say.
Howdy, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Sweaty Plebs podcast. This is episode 57.
7. Mr. Stop him at the 1 yard line. Dre Greenlaw. I love him. Let me tell you a story about Dre Greenlaw. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful human being. When he was
Okay.
in college at Arkansas, he stopped he protected somebody from being, I believe, date raped or something along those lines. So good dude.
Good for him.
Protects
stuff.
star women and also protects the Seahawks from entering the goal. So I love him. He's the best. Number 1.
Awesome.
Actually, Fred Warner still number 1, but Dre Greenlaw number 2.
Interesting sidebars.
Solid number 2, number 1.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, both number 1. Number 1 in my heart. I have 2 hearts. Like a horse.
Like a horse.
All
I have 2
right.
hearts.
So, this is the Halo special, huh?
Yeah, so boys
Yeah.
and girls, we are pre-recording this because one of us is out of office, so we're not going to be able to record on our normal date. So there are no tee-offs? Is that what we're going to do? Tee-offs this episode because we're still drinking our
Oh,
previous
there's a tee-off, boys. There's a
Yeah,
tee-off.
I just got the same one again.
I still have a little bit. I say instead of tee-off, we do chug.
Mm-mm.
Finish it. Chug it. Finish it.
I
Aiden?
am too old to be
I've
chugging
already
beer.
finished mine, so
Aiden, get another coconut water.
I already did, but I feel like that's unfair. So I
Get
feel
another
like
coconut water. Ready?
I'll
Wait,
do it
let
if
me-
Faulkner does it. How
Yeah.
about that?
Aiden, let me see. Is yours a tall can?
Oh, it's this little baby boy.
Okay. That's about what I have in here. So I'm about halfway.
Okay, but again, already did my one, so
Yeah, but this is two of those. All right, ready? Faulkner, this is a race.
see, that's my secret.
Yep.
You just look like you're gonna do it, and then you stop when he turns
Couldn't
away.
see. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, wow, thanks, Aiden. That was wonderful. You're good, brother. Tricking me. Nice. Good job. It's important to note we are all wearing our swag suits. And I should have done. Actually, I'm not going to say it because we'll do it next time.
Just
But
so
I know our next song.
So our
I know it.
audiences that are only listening, we are wearing our Adidas tracksuits. Mine is black with a gold foil on it. Aiden's is literally all silver. Like silver.
Goddamn spacesuit.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then Dylan has a pretty tame one comparatively.
Yeah. Somehow, I bought mine first, and I was like, this is a crazy tracksuit. It's got fucking pink, blue, everything. It says, hang on, you can't see the back. It says human race on the back. You know, all kinds of wild shit. And then these two fuckers show up with theirs, and I was like, what is going on? What even is this?
No, Aiden broke the seal. He like got the silver one. I was like, I guess I have to go wild. Like, I
Yeah.
can't.
It's like you're buying a track, so you might as well go for it.
Well, I wanted a tracksuit, but I was like, I just want like a normal traditional, like maybe even just black and with white stripes, or like
Faulkner,
a green with white.
You need to get a red one. That's you. You're a red tracksuit kind of guy, I could tell.
I mean, I really wanted a yellow one, but that's a little too.
You should get that one I sent you, the Kappa one.
It's a little too on the nose. I'm not getting a Kappa one.
Oh man, you would look so cool, dude. You would look so. Send me your address. I'll send it to you.
My problem with the Kappa one is I feel like Kappa
Got those sexy
tracksuits
ladies.
are like like the reject tracksuits,
They're more expensive than Adidas tracksuits.
which is wild to me. I'm like, really? The mud flap tracksuit, like those. They have the
I don't think the mud flaps are. I know that the ladies are on the mud flaps, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're Kappa official.
They're not. That's why I'm like, when I see the Kappa one, I instantly think mud flaps.
Me too. That's what I like. Yeah.
And I'm good.
Huh.
I'll just keep the 3 stripes life and roll with that.
Adidas is the best. Yeah.
Guys, I got matching shoes. It's in the mail.
Attaboy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
have I don't have matching shoes, but
Yeah, I'm not getting matching shoes.
I mean, I have matching.
Aiden,
I have
you
the
can
matching
pretty much
slides.
match anything to that because yours is just pure silver.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
yeah. I got matching shoes. They're mid height. I'm very excited. I can't wait.
Oh, mid height, so they're gonna go up to your thighs.
Yeah. I got a fanny pack to go with it. I'm very excited.
Oh.
I went all. I'm all in. I got
Anyways.
accessories.
Well, since we're all feeling our finest and doing our best, let's talk about one of the best video games of all time, right?
Best franchises, I would say.
Yeah.
It's top 10.
I would. Well, yeah.
Well, okay, let's start there. Halo for me. Zelda's number 1. And I think I have to do like Pokemon also because I played everyone.
And if you asked me like 10 years ago, right there with you, I've just been hurt time and time again.
Oh, Pokemon sucks now, but I'll go back and I'll play the old ones and still enjoy them. Like Soul Silver is so good.
Don't do
I want
top
to say
10.
Halo, Call of Duty are 3 and 4.
Yeah, I would say don't do top 10 because that's a huge list.
No, I'm doing 5. I was doing 5.
Yeah, do
Got
5. Halo's definitely
I'll
on my list.
I'll say top 5. Top 5 for sure.
It's hard to say what is 1 and what is like.
No, Zelda's 1.
They just bounce around for me too much depending on the releases.
Unique
Zelda has
one,
music.
but I stand by my number 1 take as Hitman for me. So
That's fair. I mean, that's a very strong argument.
Yeah.
For the longest time, Borderlands. I think Borderlands is still on my top 5 list, to be honest.
I would put it top 20.
it makes top 10 for me still.
Yeah.
Like that's what unlocked this
Well,
love
for-
of like looter shooters for me.
I guess if you say franchises, maybe top 10, but
Yeah, like let's talk in franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borderlands is definitely on my list.
it's somewhere on mine.
Yeah.
I don't leave it off.
Halo's definitely on my list. Borderlands on my list. Warcraft.
there's just
Warcraft is on my
something about-
list.
Going through the Halo campaign.
Halo has a lot of things going for it to make it on the list. Not just the campaign. Well, we also have to think of the time when it was released and what the landscape looked like at its time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When Halo came out on Xbox, it pretty much revolutionized first-person shooters on console. It was the
Would you say it changed the game?
yeah. It was
Fucking that changed the games.
It
the
was
gaming.
It was that generation's GoldenEye, right?
We didn't talk about that GoldenEye stuff.
Yeah,
Please
it's
read about
okay.
that. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, like it wasn't that big a deal. Like I wasn't gonna jump on it at all.
Yeah, I liked it.
But like it was that generation's GoldenEye, right? When GoldenEye came out, like to play a FPS on a console is like revolutionary.
Faulkner, I don't want to like shit on your parade, but I think GoldenEye might have been like one of my first FPSs.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Definitely
it isn't.
console wise.
Yeah,
Definitely console wise.
Yeah, he's still right though.
yeah. I'm talking about the generate like Halo in that generation. In Halo's generation is its version of GoldenEye, like in its sense. In that sense,
I will give them props. Like I can still play Halo CE and someone enjoy it. Where going back to GoldenEye, it's just like, man, how did I play this?
Okay, I know it's supposed to be a short episode. I don't want to detract
it's
too much.
fine. No, let's talk about it.
What? No, this is not related to any of this. What?
Okay.
Sort of related. What was that what was that that N64 game where you're like
Perfect Dark.
fighting? No. You're like fighting
Rampage.
bugs or something.
Turok?
Earth Defense Force.
No. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I don't know what it is. Aiden, we had it. We used to play it all the time. 64. I think it was a first-person shooter.
Earth Defense Force
FPS.
2.
I don't know if you're fighting bugs.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
gonna keep
the
looking
whole
this up.
Aiden's
Space
pretty
Invaders.
Aiden's pretty adamant about Earth Defense Force.
You said
No.
bugs. That's the bug fighting game. Which also, hit me up, Faulkner. If you want to play Earth Defense Force 5, when I get this PC, any day.
I mean, I'll do Age before that. I mean, Age is downloaded now, but either
Yeah, I
way,
mean, we're
either way,
gonna do both.
yeah.
We're gonna leave Dylan in the dust until he gets a PC.
I think Halo is a special franchise just because of the amount of
I found it.
the way it's
Jet Force Gemini.
Oh, Jet Force Gemini. I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
It's pushed FPS games in general on console.
Yeah.
It's a
And
third-person shooter.
It's just like extremely wide. Like you have a market for competitive players, you have the market for just casuals, you have people who don't even want to play the FPS part.
Who
They're
just want
just
to
getting
listen
it
to
for
the
like
banging ass fucking music.
get the bang of music, you get all those forge maps. Like I just want to play maze maps.
Yeah.
That's some people. I love that.
It's
Just want to play dodgeball.
It's pretty crazy the variety of people that it appeals to, right? There's some people that only play it for the campaign. They don't even play the multiplayer. Like
Fair enough.
Like to have a Halo is like when you look at Halo 5, how heavily it's judged on its campaign, and that's why people shit on it. Even though I think the multiplayer is probably the best it's ever been, personally.
I think it's up there. It's not the best. Halo. You can't be Halo 3.
Yeah.
I can't go back to Halo 3. For me.
I can do it all the time.
No.
Oh, we got a German sighting.
Oh.
No.
I'm wearing her hat.
I mean, I'll give one note for that. I like the Halo 5 multiplayer, but it feels different from a Halo multiplayer.
That's
it feels
fair.
just like a really solid sci-fi shooter.
Yeah. But I'm not like a Halo. As much as I love the property, I'm not a Halo purist. Where like,
because right there with you.
You hear a lot of people like make complaints like they added sprint, and I'm like,
yeah,
I get
like
why
arena
people,
shooters are like 2 decades in the past at this point.
Yeah. They have to modernize. They just have to stay relevant, and you just have to add sprint. So
yeah, like there's only so much you can do with that base formula.
Yeah.
Before you have to add new mechanics.
I think if you have like a super tight and like balanced and fair arena shooter, then you don't need to really change it all that much. Like if you have Halo 3 where it's like every map is like there's no asymmetrical maps. They're all, of a certain small to medium size. I feel like that would be, you could just leave it as is,
That's true, but like you can't keep releasing new games like that forever. Like that's
true.
what Quake was.
It would have to be like a
Quake's
one-off,
not around anymore.
Hey, we're doing the best arena shooter of all time.
Which I'd be down for. Like even though I'm not into them, I always want to be into them.
I mean, there's a reason why Doom doesn't have a good multiplayer. Like
because it's not good. Halo is good though. Halo 3 multiplayer I could still get back into.
No, you can, or you would.
I was playing it a lot like 2 years ago.
Were you though?
Yeah.
Like Apex a lot?
No, I like Apex better.
Exactly. My point. That's my point.
It's a different game. And I played so much Halo before, you know.
Like if I had choose now, like, hey, let's play a Halo game, and I'm like, I'd much rather play Halo 5 multiplayer than Halo 3 multiplayer.
I would choose Halo 3 right now.
Yeah, right.
I would choose Halo 3. I do love Halo 5 though.
I would do it, but purely for the maps.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like Halo 5 maps are just whack to me.
That's fair. That's a very strong argument to make because putting Halo 3 maps in Halo 5 aren't the same because Sprint does change map mechanics. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to build around it.
Yeah, like it's just a mechanic that you have to include. So that's completely understandable. Halo 5 yeah, I don't know. I also like just playing the bigger maps too in Halo 5. where you need the sprint
Yep.
mechanics.
I love Warzone. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not Warzone? Is it called Warzone?
Yeah.
It is called Warzone. Yeah.
Yes.
War something.
That's never clicked with me. I feel like that is it.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. I haven't played that much.
Like I hope
I
they
I played
bring that back.
I don't think they will, but I played so much of that.
I think they will. I think it's very successful.
I hope so. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halo's just a special thing. It had a lot going. Like Halo 1, at that time, like it invigorated the FPS on consoles. Halo 2 brought multiplayer to console, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like game changing. That's when like, all right, I see
Yeah,
why
that's-
online multiplayer, right?
That's why
Because-
Xbox Live succeeded. Basically.
That's 100%
Yeah.
true. Like that's how they prove the point to pay for Xbox Live, right? And if you weren't part of that zeitgeist in that moment, you wouldn't have understood why I'm paying money for Xbox Live.
Well,
So, and then Halo
Yeah.
3, like, and then the story just got better after each release, right? Like, so now you had this multiplayer suite that was engaging, got people into it, and then you had a single player experience that was also engaging. It like had the best of both worlds,
Mm-hmm.
and it really like did a good job with its couch co-op. And at the time, couch co-op was very important.
yeah.
I would argue,
Aiden and I did a
minus
lot of
this
that.
year, still important, which is why I'm so sad that it's not nearly as supported.
I don't think couch co-op is as important. Like, I think as fans, like we want it to be important, but like I bet you if you look at the data,
Yeah,
like from a numbers
I-
game,
yeah.
it's
you're not wrong.
yeah.
I
just
love
makes
a
me
good couch
sad.
co-op game. Like there's that game, Lovers in a Dangerous Space or whatever.
What?
Lovers in Dangerous Space. It's couch co-op only. It would be so good for the three of us to play.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I know we would love it.
we live in
online.
3 different places.
But that's what I mean. Like if we could play it, like the only way to play that is couch co-op.
Yeah.
And it would be fun if we could do it together.
Yeah.
You should look it up. It's a fun game. Aiden, look it up. You can play it with Maddie. Faulkner, look it up. You can play it with Good Faulkner. AKA Kayla.
Like there's a bunch of like I will say about couch co-op. So like Minecraft Dungeons, 80% of the time it's played couch co-op. They just
I did see that.
They
yeah.
just put out
Makes
numbers
sense.
on that, which is crazy. Actually, it's much higher than I anticipated. But it's such a
Well,
casual experience.
I feel like that's mostly just
Yeah.
kids playing together or parents playing with their kids because
Yeah.
that game does not have longevity to people who are not kids.
Yeah. So that's obviously the target demographic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think I think the weight that couch co-op has for Halo is unfair. And I think it's
You think it's unfair that Halo had? Sorry.
no that they
cut out.
that there's such a need for it.
Oh,
Like there's such a backlash, right? There was a huge backlash when was it Halo 5 didn't have couch co-op, right?
Yep.
didn't even notice. I didn't
Exactly.
play the campaign.
Did not.
Yeah.
Oh, I did play the
Well,
campaign. Yeah.
I mean, you and I tried playing it a little bit a few months ago. Pretty much every other Halo I played the campaign couch co-op though.
Yeah. So like keep in mind this
At
is like
some
an
point.
age dependent thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was in college living with other
Yep.
people into Halo when Halo 5 came out. We were all super bummed then. It's like, oh, can't fucking play this together. That would have been cool though.
Yeah. It's like you
And
said,
then-
it's depends like the time of your life, right?
Yeah.
When it came out.
Like the outrage is mostly just nostalgia based.
Yeah.
These kids played it together as kids. Now they can't do that anymore.
Well, you have a huge generation of
Hey.
people that grew up with Halo,
Mm-hmm.
right? And at the time, you didn't have like online was cool, but it wasn't like as easily accessible. So you played a lot of couch co-op.
Yeah.
The root
Which-
of Halo itself was built on the multiplayer was built on couch co-op, right? So you have a lot of this.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
Aiden and I have spent probably thousands of hours
yeah. I mean,
in Blood Gulch just spawning on
in
the different bases and fighting.
I will say in
Yeah.
Halo 4, I played a lot of Halo 4 multiplayer with my brother when we were living together. And we played online couch co-op with other people a bunch. But he didn't have an Xbox, so it's like kind of what you did, but it's not something that makes me not like the game if it's not there for me.
I don't need
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah.
it now in my current life, but if it's an option, of course I want it.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna hate the game for not doing it because they're pushing something else to miss out on that.
Hmm.
It just makes me sad to see couch co-op being less and less popular, and Nintendo being the only like mainstream console publisher that's actually pushing to use it.
Yeah, because they. What's their other option?
Yeah, because their
You're not
online's
wrong.
garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their online's garbage, so they have to push couch co-op.
But I'll
But yeah.
respect it at least.
Yeah, but the Halo franchise in general, right? Like you were talking about, the music is so good, and at that time,
Dude.
no one was doing music like that.
I was listening to the music earlier today, and I was just like, this is. Bless you. Fake. Oh. 4.
Yeah, so like it just
yeah.
it hit a lot of marks that no other franchise was doing for a long time, and it pushed other franchises. It pushed other franchises to be better,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Yeah.
did,
That's
right?
fair.
And then Halo
Yeah.
is struggling now, right? It didn't keep up with everyone else,
Yeah, which
which is understandable. It happens.
yeah, it'll happen when you switch who's making the game.
I would say the problem. I think Halo developed like 343 is kind of in a rock and a hard place sometimes, though.
Yeah, like I don't fully blame them. Like
No.
they got gifted something like this and just like,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead,
Yep.
make some gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally got the highest expectations put on you
Yeah, but
out of the gate.
But you have to appeal to some weird demographics, right? You have the hardcore fans that expect a certain thing, but then you're trying to bring in new users, right? The new generation of
Mhm.
people, but the new generation of people aren't like, you got to modernize it for them too to get their appeal in a way, right? So it's like, how do I balance this act of like keeping Halo, but getting new people into the franchise while retaining people who've been on the franchise for the past 10 years, right? Like that's a really hard thing to juggle.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I couldn't really say for what people want now as much, but I mean, you just give me some nice customization, some good arena combat, and a good story, and I'm in.
I think it's
But
the gunplay,
I have that
right?
huge nostalgia factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
gunplay's key.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that nostalgia factor is hard to break. Like,
I think Halo Infinite sounds like it might be going down the right path, but like it, I think they might be in a little bit of trouble that they and so much.
well, the fact that they're willing to push off for another more than a year to do more dev is a good thing.
Yeah,
like that's
it's
a
definitely
bold
not
play
a
to
bad
make.
thing.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bold play. Like, there's one thing about delaying something for a couple months.
Oh no, it's more than a bold play. It's to me, it's an insane play because they just put out the new console, and that was
It's supposed to be a launch title.
the launch title. That was the thing that they had, right?
Yeah,
They didn't have what else? They have that Falconeer. That was the only other game that Microsoft had.
They didn't really have anything. Let's just
they
be
had
real.
nothing else.
Yeah, let's just be real. That was the launch title to the new platform, and they're like, you know what? They even had the marketing material all printed out.
Yeah.
Right? They held
It's-
all the
it's-
partnerships.
Yeah,
Right?
More than insane.
Right. So the fact they're like, you know what? We're gonna double down on our property. We're gonna push it out for a year. Good for them that they're willing to do that. That's crazy.
Good for them. I'm hoping for better things, but still, it's like wild that it happened so close to launch, right?
Yeah. So here, I was reading some stuff. I was reading some updates. So I wanted to talk about MCC a little bit because MCC is such an interesting resurrection, you could say, for a title.
Yeah. Terrible.
Terrible launch. Atrocious.
Yeah.
Possibly one of the worst
Almost
AAA
killed-
launches I've ever seen.
Almost killed Halo.
I would say for a lot of
Yeah.
people for a long time did kill Halo.
Yeah. The possibly one of the best gaming deals of all time. You're getting the best of Halo.
Yeah.
Plus Halo 4.
Mhm.
Sorry.
and literally unplayable.
Yeah, just garbage. Not fun.
Yeah.
Um,
and now
Now, it's one of the best games. Like we don't play it all that often, but when I have played it, it's just nostalgia. You're playing all the best stuff, like all the best Halo maps.
it's not just that you like the game itself is now playable, right? The games are now playable. It's the level of support. Like they're going beyond
Yeah.
just, hey, here's the games. They're going beyond that. They're like, hey, we have a season system. You don't have to buy the season pass either. It's all free, right? All the rewards are new cosmetic content that we're adding to the game.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wait, what? That's like
Extremely cool.
no one's
Mhm.
doing that. I think it gets
It's been done. I want to say, but
giving
we just
free content. No,
yeah.
like
Yeah, that's
who's giving
every
us?
battle pass.
Yeah, but
There's
they're-
a lot of
yeah, but
Apex has a free track.
yeah, but not every rank is a free reward.
No.
That's
But
yeah,
there,
that's
there are
fair.
I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty positive there's been free battle passes before.
yeah, but
At least maybe like a season. Or
yeah,
two.
but the reward
Well-
tracks aren't good.
True, and
That's what I'm
I
saying.
suspect that this infinite whatever battle pass equivalent they have will be free only if you have Game Pass
Sure.
or the like.
I could totally
It'll
see
still
that.
cost money.
Yeah. But I'm just going off of what MCC is doing at the moment, right? So MCC is giving you a season track. It's free.
Mhm.
Every rank gives you an item. So this most recent season, season 5, which I didn't realize was that many seasons, is a 100 tier track. There's 80 new armor customizations for Halo 3 and Halo Reach, right? And then on top of that, there's still weapon skins that you can get. And you unlock the tiers by getting season points. So as you get season points, but doesn't apply automatically to the track. You can actually use points and apply them to previous season tracks and unlock those rewards.
That is nice.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
That's really cool. So to earn
Yeah.
these season points is like you rank up there's like a global rank, but on top of it, like you do it by doing dailies, weeklies, and there's seasonal challenges. And some of the customizations can only earn by doing the challenges. Right? Which feels like it's such an old school way of earning customization that I miss.
But I miss it up too. So
And the fact that they're doing it makes you go like, wow, it's a very pro-consumer what they're doing with MCC, which you could argue we deserve because of how bad it launched.
I paid money for that, and it was trash.
Yeah. But they're on their 5th season. Like they've been working through this like season system, and you're just like, wow, this is a very cool season system that no one's really doing because they're not making money from it.
No, they're not really even publicizing it all that much, I would say, either.
Yeah.
They're not making a huge deal out of it.
Yeah, the fact that I'm telling you about it and you're like, oh, that's what they're doing. I didn't realize that you could go back to previous seasons on using season points to unlock stuff from previous seasons.
Yeah.
You know, like I was just like looking
I haven't
into it a
looked
little
into
bit.
it.
Yeah, I've been looking into it. I was like, oh, this is a kind of cool system. So one of the topics I wanted to bring up today about it was the person that was leading that system is now on the Infinite team.
Me thinks that they were practicing.
I think so.
Infinite.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, Infinite for sure is getting MTX. It's sure getting some kind of system where we have to spend money. MCC doesn't have it, doesn't mean Infinite's not going to have it, right?
Yeah.
I'm as a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber for at least another year and change. I'm okay with spending a little bit of money on it.
I have no problem. Like we spend money on Apex battle passes. We've spent money on other battle passes. I'm perfectly fine with spending money on a piece of content that I'm going to spend a lot of time
Enjoy.
in. Yeah. And also the fact that the multiplayer is going to be free to play. Right?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yes.
Right.
That's
so it's definitely
you
going to
think
have
they're going to stand by that, or do you think that
they've said it, they're going to stand by it. They made a big deal out of it. And it's genius, right? Because they're really trying to break into the PC market now. And that's just such an easy way to get people on the PC market into that ecosystem.
Yeah.
And they'll reward Game Pass players. I bet, like you were saying, the paid Battle Pass will be part of your Game Pass subscription.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that.
Yep. It's either that or you get just exclusive things?
Yeah. So
Probably both, honestly.
probably both. Yeah.
Yep.
Some other wild things like MCC was doing, so one of the seasonal challenges is this skin.
Wait, they put your face on a visor, Faulkner? What the fuck?
Yeah, they call it Mr.
Nice.
I guess it's a meme. It's called Mr. Chief.
Yeah,
Master Chief. Yeah,
Yeah,
get it,
Mr. Chief.
Master.
Yeah, so that's a seasonal challenge. Like you have to. I don't remember what the challenge was, but you have to do something to unlock this, right?
I think you have to assassinate an elite from a height.
Oh,
and
I
you
wrote
have
it
to-
here.
Yeah.
Him. You knew that, Dylan?
Oh, dude, you know,
Crazy.
I have
You must
tapped into
really
Halo.
like Halo.
I forgot that I actually wrote good notes.
Yeah.
You have to perform an assassination against an elite to survive a fall that would have been fatal in the Halo Reach campaign. I think this is so cool because it tells you you have to play the campaign. This is not something you just do in multiplayer.
And you have to do something specific, so it gives you a little bit of replayability. It's like I gotta find the right spot or the right map, the right spot, and I have to like sneak up on this guy and then perform the assassination.
Yeah,
and hope we go off the edge.
It's cool, and that's a cool. I love this. I think this stupid face on this mask is so ridiculous.
Why are you hating on yourself?
But
I don't get it.
I love it. I love how ridiculous it is. So other things. So I want to talk about other things MCC is doing. Right? They're doing flighting, which is essentially beta testing. Right? They're adding custom game browsers to MCC.
Thank God.
Which it needs because the Forge.
Yeah.
Like Halo Online is a thing.
There's so many custom game types that people have made.
Yeah. They're adding an actual map to Halo 3 from the Halo Online.
Aren't they doing that this like pretty soon?
It's
this week.
It's in flighting right now. I don't know.
Oh.
And then of course they're adding FOV sliders for all the consoles. So like they're beta testing, like the fact that they're still adding content to a franchise that they don't need to be doing, really.
They need to make Halo as luxurious as possible. That is their one and only chance.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think it's just cool to see the level of support that this fucking atrocity when it released.
Yeah, no, I give them 2 thumbs up, 3 even, if I had a third. I think they've done a good job. I'm not obviously playing all that much, but I would be 100% down to go for a legendary run with 3 of us. Could add Tim in.
I mean, we started doing.
Well, we tried, but it's. I every time I say that, I forget that. What is it? The first 2 are only 2-player.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what they're doing at MCC. I hope these lessons are carrying over. Other Halo news: there's no Halo Wars coming out. There's no Halo War 3 in development at the moment, and it's not happening anytime soon.
Sucks, but also Halo Wars 2 was a surprise to me. So
it's a good game. I liked it.
Yeah.
They're
great
fine.
things, but
yeah,
I didn't expect there to be a sequel ever. So
I mean, like Dylan was saying, I hope this is a sign of the direction they're going to take Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. Sounds like a great way to handle seasonal content.
I would be fully bought in if this is
the system.
If it's similar.
Yeah, this is a system they're going to keep going with.
I mean, I'm already like pretty bought into playing Halo because I love it.
Yeah, it's Halo,
and,
right?
Yeah. But if that's what it is, like if it's a fun, like, hey, you're getting a new piece of armor all the time, you're getting a new weapon skin all the time, even if they're garbage, right? Like, oh, this one's just brown, cool. Oh, different shade of brown, nice.
Kind of the Rocket League strategy.
Yeah. But it's just earning. It's a progression system, right? What keeps you engaged? Yeah. I think. I hope that's the angle they take. We'll see. I think they will because this is going to be their title for a while.
This could be the last Halo. This one could be infinite. We don't know. It could just continue on.
Yeah,
could be. We'll see.
Yeah.
There was a recent AMA with the Sandbox team, and
Wait,
I thought
AMA.
Yeah.
I thought they were AMAs.
There's a recent
Oh.
AMA with the sandbox team,
It's
and
a meme.
there's some interesting stuff on here. The grapple hook, which I'm actually really excited because I just like grappling anything.
Yeah.
You can
Hey, you guys want to hear an impersonation
sure.
of Master Chief?
Sure.
I can't remember anything that Pathfinder says. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're the worst.
you set it up and you just had nothing, huh?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for my own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, zip line here.
Yeah. So you can grapple hook on banshees and skyjack them, which is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
I wonder.
I like it.
I wonder what
I'm
would
on
happen
board.
if you grapple hooked your friend's banshee.
I'm guessing that you can grapple it and fall off because you can't steal from your friends.
Yeah.
I want to say that's a fair bet.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be like a mounting and riding around system.
Yeah. Who knows?
Oh, maybe there will be a swag surfing system, and you can grapple and
Right on
surf on
top.
your friend's
Yeah.
banshee, and then just fucking swag surf a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
You can grapple weapons on the ground and pick them up.
I like
That's
it.
tight.
I like
That's
it.
tight.
Can you imagine running for a power weapon and it's like yoink?
Yeah,
Not today.
I don't like that for competitive because I know that people are going to be insanely good at it,
I think
and I'm not going to be great.
I think
But it's fun.
I think the competitive matchmaking won't have that. I think they'll
Just
keep
straight arena.
I think it'll
Okay.
be straight arena.
I mean, they put in Halo 4 and Reach. They had like those bullshit armor
I don't think
abilities.
Halo 5 doesn't have it, right?
I don't think so.
When you play like Breakout and stuff like that, I don't think it had it.
I don't think so.
Well, they got rid of that stuff in Halo 5 in general, so
But I'm saying they've made dumb decisions before.
no, I think in competitive, all that stuff's not going to be in play. But but playing like some big team battle with that would be hella fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But you mean in like the MLG setting?
Yeah.
That probably won't be in there.
Yeah. PvE and PvP will have different weapon balancing. They'll be completely separate.
Let me tell you something. I don't want to
Okay.
ruin this. Take some fucking notes, Bungie, you fucking idiots. Destiny could be such a better game, you fucking idiots. Sorry.
I guess vehicle damage can be vehicles can be damaged in different ways. So like you can shoot out tires and stuff like that.
Okay.
Sure. That's fun.
Yeah.
New and classic weapons will be added over time, as well as various updates. Updates is obvious. Like, of course, they're gonna make updates to weapons.
No. Classic weapons in the game day one.
No, all of them won't be. They already announced the shotgun's not going to be day one.
I don't like it. I'm not getting this game anymore.
I think that's partially fair, but also I think that's good for the longevity to just have that like
drip
instant. We have some things that we can add over time to give us a buffer.
Yeah.
Well, it's great for the longevity, but what do we do?
It's
Is
Halo
Needler
Infinite,
going to be
baby.
in day one, or is it not going to be in day one?
Well, speaking of shotguns, they did make a statement about the classic shotgun. They believe there is room for the classic shotgun in the sandbox, in addition to the Bulldog, which is the one we saw in the demo. But there is a new, never before seen weapon filling the role of the classic shotgun at the moment.
Needler
I
shotgun.
like it.
It's a Needler shotgun.
It's going to be a brute shotgun.
It's going to be a Needler shotgun.
I bet it's going to be a brute shotgun.
Yeah, I'm on Falkner Steam.
They did state if we want to bring back a legacy weapon, classic shotgun, we want it to play like how it did in the classic games. Example being that they bringing the Magnum back into as a sidearm.
Mhm.
They want it to make sure it feels like a classic Magnum rather than being like how Magnums were in CE 2 and 3 all play very differently. When and if and how we bring it back, we want to do it right so fans recognize it being the Magnum. So if we see a Magnum return, it's going to be probably the CE Magnum in CE Glory.
Smart. Have a Magnum. Have a pistol.
Yeah.
You already they have that sidearm or whatever.
Yeah.
Sidekick. Yeah.
Sidekick. Other things, spike grenades have blades, so when you actually stick it, it does damage before exploding. So if you stick a grunt, they said it'll pretty much kill a grunt with just sticking it.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I have a blade too.
Jesus Christ.
So dumb. You're such an idiot. I like those concepts where it does stuff like that, personally.
Yeah, just any little. I don't want to call them like realism changes, but I like that kind of stuff where it's like, oh, your you know your cars are blowing up a little bit more realistically. Like you can pop a tire.
Yeah,
Your tank you can still drive it, but your gun blows up, or your grenades are spiky and they hurt.
Yeah, so
Which-
long as they do that grenade thing with ragdoll physics, that's fun.
yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, as long as you can get a headshot with that grenade and the grunts, and there's the happy birthday party or whatever it's called.
Mhm. That'd be really
What is
funny.
it-
to
what
say,
is that called?
"Woo!" Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yay!
Yay! And then they also said multiple types of damage within damage types. Right. So the Ravager, for instance, is red plasma, and it will burn hotter and overheat, which tells me that
Oh yeah,
certain like ammo types, like let's say bullets, like UNSC,
Will be better against
certain
shields or
things.
something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll have like heavy rounds, and they'll do
Mhm.
more damage against X stuff, and then you'll have light rounds that do different damage, or you'll. So I'm suspecting there will be some different variety within damage types in that.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That's cool.
Halo
Yeah.
tabletop, baby.
Yeah. So I think it's like, all right, what makes Halo great? How do we not
Make
change?
Halo great again.
Like
I
how do,
VR?
take it back.
how do we change it but not change it so it's not Halo, right? Like let's look at each thing and go, like the spike grenades is such a great example, right? All right, we stick someone. We don't really want to change much else on spike grenades. It's in a good place. But what would make it like feel a
Little bit
little
more
better?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if it did
Little more
damage
oomph.
when it sticks someone? Oh, okay. So it's those little things I think is what's gonna make Infinite feel Halo, but new.
Infinitely better. Yeah.
Weird word to
Nice.
use.
It's a fun word.
So I wanted to like end on Infinite. Like
Wisdom?
what I wanted Infinite
Sorry.
to be was like put all of Halo under the Infinite banner, because Infinite is such a good title for that situation. Like this is our launcher. Halo Infinite is
Mhm.
the launcher to all things Halo, which makes sense with
Yeah.
just using that title.
For me, the coolest possible thing they could do is you have your open world ish thing, right? But it's open world, choose your own story ish style, infinite possibilities. So you and I could have a different campaign. Maybe not the ending is the same. There's multiple endings
Yeah.
or whatever, but I go, this way when I start. You go this way, and then because of us going different ways, we have different experiences. I think
Sure.
that would be really cool for single player only.
Yeah.
I think that's neat. That's also the exact opposite of what I want from a Halo campaign.
I mean, most people expect Halo to be very linear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
it's
I
not going to
want-
be linear this time. It might still be linear, but it's
I want like an Uncharted 4 style thing where it's point A to point B. How you get there is up to you, but you're still going the same way for everyone.
Sure.
I think that's what it will be.
I mean, with the Halo campaign, parts of me loves the idea of like a linear thing where it's like, hey, here's a story, small, tight, controlled. But then parts of me is like, hey, let's co-op and just fucking hang out on Halo and you just shoot shit together as homies.
Yeah.
Shoot
Right?
the shit.
Yeah, literally
both.
shoot the shit. Like
Good storage is fun too.
there's many situations in Halo where it's like, I just want to do PvE stuff, but just go around and shoot shit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
like,
what
I don't want to do it in like
Firefight was for.
Well, I don't want to do it in Firefight, right? Because Firefight's very contained. There's
Oh, you
ways-
just want to
Yeah, let's just
like go into
Yeah,
hey,
just-
let's fly to X planet.
and fuck around.
Yeah,
Let's
that
just,
would be amazing.
Let's just jump into the world map and fuck around. Like, hey,
If there's like it's basically just GTA.
yeah, 100%.
Like we can just fly in.
That'd be tight.
Yeah. All right, we drop in ODST drop pods, and like, hey, there's a warthog. Let's all jump in the warthog and let's go over there.
Yeah.
All
Can you make a warthog noise for me?
Ooh.
I meant the
Nailed it.
pig. The pig.
You got to say that first, bud. Too late.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, but it'd be like, hey, there's a Covenant base there. Let's just fuck that shit up, right? And we go fuck it up.
Yeah. I think that
Which
I
makes me
think they
want
are
them.
going to be doing that.
The only thing that about an open world thing is like loot, though, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want a
Mhm.
level like a level loot system, but I want a more diverse loot system where it almost has like an Apex type attachment system.
Yeah, like this gun had a better sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't expect that, but I welcome that.
That,
Single player only.
yeah.
Single player only.
Yeah. Like there's
Yeah.
like I don't want like item levels to be in it at all.
Yeah.
But I would love like to have like, hey, here's my AR. I have 5 attachment points. There's 5 varieties of attachments for each 5 attachment points. Let's roam the map and see if I can find my ideal build. Right.
I
Mhm.
I would like it if you could. I would even like it if there were, like, if you had a single player like character, for lack of a better word, and there were rarity items, and like, you know,
Sure.
make it Borderlands light, where it's like the 3 of us go and we destroy this Covenant base, right?
Yeah.
Or we're just like cruising around, and then there's a chest somewhere at the end, and we find like a good site. It's like, oh, who has the best sniper? Or like, Aiden, you take this 3x site. It's the
Mhm.
best. You take it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be cool too.
Yeah. I mean,
and you
that'd be
keep
fun.
that, and you continually like improve.
I think that would be great. I think it'd be wonderful. Which makes me want like a BR version of Halo, right? Because at that point you're like, oh, you could do a BR Halo, which I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if someone comes up with a Forge version
Right there with you.
of
Honestly, I'm just expecting it even.
There will be a Halo BR of some kind.
Yeah.
In the next few years. I'm pretty certain.
And the other thing on my Halo Infinite wish list is rule sets for other Halos within it, right? Because let's say I wanted to play Halo 3 rule set, right? No sprint, any of that stuff, but I want to
Yeah.
play it on the new engine,
That would be cool.
right?
Like you could yeah, that would be fun. And I think that would be a better inclusion than all of the other games
Yeah.
under one launcher.
Yeah.
If it was just like, hey, you want to play Halo 2 on Halo Infinite?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you're in the Halo Infinite maps, all the Halo Infinite guns, or not all of them, but only the guns that were from Halo 2 are in
Yep.
the maps.
Yep.
And they feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
They may look different, but they feel exactly the same.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way to get people into it. Like, it's a lot of work, right? Let's recreate the bangers, right? Let's recreate the Halo 1 bangers first. Like, always start with the best of the best, like the most popular ones. Top 5.
Well, that's Halo
right.
2 and Halo 3 are
Well, I'm talking
most
about
popular.
the maps for each.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So do top 5. We're going to recreate all these maps in the slip space
No,
engine.
they couldn't do the top 5 all at once. They'd have to do like,
It'd be,
here's one. Yeah.
do it in
You
seasons.
get one each. Yeah.
Use the seasonal system, right? So when Halo Infinite launches, it's just Halo 5. It's Halo Infinite. Right? That's season 1. Like, we want everyone in the next 3 months to really just enjoy Halo Infinite and Halo Infinite content. Season 2, we're like, all right, we're doing CE. We're releasing 5 CE maps built on the slip space engine with the rule sets and the weapons. And then if you want to jump in the lobbies, that's Halo CE in the slip space engine. Here's the lobbies for it. And Forge also gets updated with assets to make your own Halo 1 maps if you wanted to. Right?
Yeah,
And then
that would be cool.
Then season 2 is Halo 2. Season 3 is Halo 3. Then Reach. And then they can double back like, hey, season 6, we're going back to Halo CE. Here's 5 more maps from CE that we're adding this season, or not even 5. They probably could get away with like 3.
Like 2 or 3. Yeah.
And then add more assets, right? And like, this is the rule set. The rule set's built into the game, right, as a preset rule. So if you want to do this, and here's the lobbies for that. I think that's how Halo Infinite should take it.
I would be so down with that. That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like something as long as the game plays well, and is engaging, it sounds like something that would keep me on board for a long time.
Yeah, like I think that would be like ideal world is like every season, like you have some Halo Infinite content, but then you have like callback content, right? Hey, we have
Yeah.
two
That'd be
new
amazing.
Halo Infinite maps, but we're also including 3 Halo 1 maps with the weapons and the rule sets associated to it.
Yeah,
I would be
I
down.
love it.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Hear that?
Just drip feed the
343.
content.
343. You should be listening to our podcast.
Oh, hey, 343 is a good. No, not really. I was gonna say it'd be a good nickname for us because you guys are 3 feet tall and I'm 4 feet tall. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
So, again, I feel like both me and Faulkner may be common heights for our demographics. You're the odd one.
I'm definitely common height for being in Hawaii.
Yeah, in
see?
Hawaii.
Bam.
Yeah.
But
Aiden, you're just
it's where
salty.
Skull is. I am straight up the average height, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, you're fine.
Wait.
Also, I hope they really just focus on Forge. Like, I hope they do like some Minecraft level Forge.
Yeah. Forge is key.
Like,
If they don't have a good forge, I don't want to say it's going to be a failure of a game, but there are so many. I think Forge is critical to Halo success
I mean, that's
going forward. Because think like Griff Ball.
Yeah, it would have never
Think
come
about
up.
like all the
Rocket
fun.
Race. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes back to why Halo is like a top franchise in my book, right? Because Forge helped make that, right? No one had Forge when it first came out, right? No one was doing it.
Far Cry, I don't remember when it came out, but they had a make your own.
4.
That wasn't. It was before 4.
I think they had like a light
Far
system
Cry
in 3.
2, I think Far Cry 2, you could make your own maps because I remember a long time ago, we used to just build up like one strong island.
So yeah, I think they had like map creators, but they didn't have like game type creators, which is
They
really
only
the
have map
secret to
creators.
Forge.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Forge was ahead of its time, like, and it's still for the most
it's
part
still the best
like unparalleled.
It's still the best one of those.
Yeah, because they even brought Forge, Halo 5 Forge to PC, so you can make the maps on the PC.
And that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, for accessibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope they just go like fucking ham on Forge, because I won't make a good map. I'm not gonna bother. Like Aiden and I were talking about making maps earlier.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, I can make the best BR warm-up map ever.
Yeah,
it's just a flat surface where we spawn straight across from each other and have a BR and shoot each other.
Yeah, so we're good at arena maps.
Yeah, yeah. But I think building a cool ass Forge and allow Forge to be like, because Infinite is going to be an open world, it would be wild if people could create their own
Forge.
Open world Forge where you can create your own campaigns.
I don't think they'll go that big, but if you could do like a, hey, we're opening up Forge a little bit, so it's not just the multiplayer maps, but like you can spawn in on this planet and create something, so you have like extra space.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
Like if the campaign map was allowed in Forge, dude,
that'd be wild.
That would be fucking wild. And the fact that we're on next gen consoles would maybe allow you to do that. My only worry is like the previous generation's still gonna hold it back, but then you just like, hey, this map incompatible with old consoles. I'm fine with that too. Like PC, next gen consoles only.
Maybe it doesn't start out that way, but eventually it gets there. Yeah.
Yeah, it should, at least.
Yeah, that'd be wild. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of Halo talk. You guys have anything else to add?
Yeah. Trying to remember how it goes.
Okay, keep going.
Is that close?
It's close enough.
That was pretty close. Okay. Shouts out to doing that song in the bathroom. Best place to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you ever watch that dude? Okay, you see the dude doing it in the shower?
Yeah. Amazing.
That guy's a NFL football player, or was.
Wow.
He had like a purple shirt on, right?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
That's tight.
He got to the NFL. Faulkner, have
Good
you
for
seen
him.
that?
No.
Faulkner. It's great.
Yeah, that's
mean-
nice to know that wasn't his peak, because that was a pretty high peak
No,
already.
he did it again when he was in the NFL too, I'm pretty certain. I'll try to find the video and send it to you.
Please send that to me after
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to our show. I hope everyone loves Halo as much as we do, and I hope it turns out well. Other than that,
Okay.
bye.
Fingers crossed. Bye-bye.
A kiss on the cheek to everybody who listens.